Now, don't get me wrong, grow lights are great and they certainly have their place in indoor gardening. However, they can be expensive to purchase, plus there's the ongoing electricity costs to think about. What I wanted to share with you in this video is 4 really easy tricks that you can try at home that might actually save you from needing to invest hundreds of dollars in an expensive grow light setup. Guys, my name's Nate. I'm from Urban Leaf, where we specialize in making indoor edible gardening easy and accessible. If you're interested in learning more about grow lights, plants, or growing your own food at home, then make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Okay, so the first idea I wanted to share with you guys is mirrors. Technically, this idea is really just about bouncing light off a surface. So it would theoretically work with even a light colored wall, but mirrors are going to be much more effective at bouncing that light back into your space. The other obvious benefit of mirrors, of course, is that they kind of expand your view and allow you to see more of what's outside. If you want to put mirrors in your space, just remember a couple of things. First of all, you want to try and get the mirrors as close to the window as you possibly can, so that the light that they're capturing is going to be of maximum intensity. The second thing I would point out to you is that this idea is probably going to be most effective if you have windows that are facing the equator. So what that means for those of us who are in the northern hemisphere, it's going to work best when the windows are on the southern side of the building. In addition to that, you probably want to try and get your mirrors on either the eastern or the western wall of your apartment. What that means, as the sun is kind of rising and setting at the beginning and of the end of the day, those mirrors are going to help to capture more of the light that you would have otherwise lost. Now that said, although south-facing windows are technically going to be best, don't let it stop you if your window is facing another direction. This window here is actually facing north, or a little bit northwest in fact. But what happens is that in the summer we get the sunset coming in over here. It bounces off the mirrors behind me on the wall right here. And what happens is we get a huge amount of natural light flowing over to this part of the room. Okay, so the next idea I wanted to talk about was adding a window shelf to your space. Now, this is an example. These sell for about 20 bucks online. This is a simple acrylic one actually made by Urban Leaf. There's lots of different options available, so if you don't like this one, choose one that suits you better. But basically, why this is really interesting is that it adds more real estate and more space in what is the brightest part of your entire room. Really doesn't matter what sort of room we're talking about, like the best place for plants is almost always going to be up near the window. And if you are running into limitations about the amount of windowsill space that you have, I mean, we're lucky here, there's actually quite a lot of space, but a lot of apartments have narrow window shelves, or maybe it's cluttered already with other things. If that's the case, then a window shelf like this particular one just sits on with little suction cups on the back. This can be a really cheap and effective way to add some extra growing area for your plants. Okay, so the next idea I have for you is one of these things, a pendant light. Now listen, I know this one's technically cheating a little bit because I guess in reality this is a grow light, but it's a special sort of grow light, and unlike a lot of other big purple, ugly, hideous grow lights, this one can be made to actually integrate and fit into your space really effectively. Let me explain what's going on here. So it starts with a timer that I have coming out of the wall here. I'm actually using a smart timer, so it's connected to our Google system here, and we can control it with either automatic programming or through voice commands. Then I've got a simple cable that I got from Amazon. I think it was like $10 or $15. Then we have this lampshade, which we got from IKEA. I think it was maybe $15 or so. It's just a simple lampshade, nothing fancy about it. But then what we have inside here is a special LED grow light for plants. And so I think all up, this setup might have been about $50 or $60. And that probably included the hooks that we have on the ceiling to mount the whole thing in place. But what I really like about it is it integrates into the decor of the apartment. It doesn't look big and ugly, and it also creates a really nice growing area here for the plants. Hey Google, turn the plant living room light on.
Got it. Turning on the plant light living room.
There you go. Okay, the fourth and final trick for today is to make yourself a light map. We do have a separate video coming out about that. I'll link it up here in the corner. It's a fairly simple process. It's going to take you a little bit of time and involve a little bit of work, but check out the video because we've got step-by-step guides there that will walk you through the whole process. Essentially what we're doing in the video is helping you actually measure and understand how the light intensity in your home varies throughout the day. Now this is an important exercise to do because the truth is our human eyes are really bad at judging light intensity. And so what we do in this other video is show you how to actually measure that with proper equipment using a light meter or maybe even just your mobile phone. And basically what you can do with that information is figure out where is the right placement of your plants within your house. And it may well be after you've put together one of these light maps that you can discover something about the light distribution in your home which was not obvious to you simply by looking at it. Now, if you are interested in going down the grow light route and you test out all of these ideas and decide that they're not working for you, then we do have a couple of additional resources. I'm going to include links below this video, but basically we have a complete guide to finding grow lights. It lists out all of the things that you should look for and things to watch out for. We also have a blog that is dedicated to how you should select a grow light specifically like this one. That is an E26 screw-in bulb. All right, guys, well, that was the end of our 4 tips on lighting. Best case, maybe I've saved you a couple of $100 and having to go and invest in a grow light. Worst case, hopefully you've at least gotten some new ideas about how you might rearrange your growing environment in your home and adapt it to your plant's needs. But listen, if you would like to learn more about indoor gardening, grow lights, growing your own food at home, then I've got 3 recommendations. Number 1, you might like to subscribe to the channel. We're putting content like this out all the time. Number 2, check us out online. The website is geturbanleaf.com and you're going to find a ton of free information, resources and calculators on there, all about how to grow your own food indoors. The 3rd recommendation I have is check out our private Facebook group. Free to join, of course. It's called Indoor Edible Gardening, and that's a great place to connect with other like-minded people, ask questions, and learn about what other folks are up to. Anyway, again, my name's Nate. I'm from Urban Leaf. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care. Bye.